What if your greatest strength became your greatest weakness? This is the story of a man chosen before birth, a man with supernatural strength, a man who could tear lions apart with his bare hands, yet, in the end, he was brought down, not by an army, but by love. This is the story of Samson. Long before Samson was born, there was a man named Manoah and his wife. They had no children, and in those days, that was a deep sorrow. One day, an angel of the Lord appeared to the woman. He told her something unbelievable. You will become pregnant and give birth to a son. But this child will be special. He must never drink wine, and no razor shall touch his head, because he will begin to deliver Israel from the Philistines. This was no ordinary child. He was a Nazirite, set apart for God from birth. Soon after, the child was born. They named him Samson, and as he grew, the Spirit of the Lord began to move in him. Samson grew into a strong and bold man. One day, while traveling, something shocking happened. A young lion attacked him. No weapons, no shield, no fear. The Spirit of the Lord came upon Samson, and with his bare hands, he tore the lion apart, like it was nothing, but he told no one. Later, when he passed the same place again, he found something strange. Inside the dead lion, bees had made honey. Samson took the honey and ate it, and from that moment, a mystery began. Samson fell in love with a Philistine woman. This was unusual, because the Philistines were Israel's enemies, but Samson insisted on marrying her. At the wedding feast, Samson proposed a riddle. Out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet. The guests were confused. For days they tried to solve it, but failed. Then they threatened Samson's wife. Find out the answer, or we will destroy your family. Under pressure, she cried and begged Samson. Eventually, he told her the secret. She told the others, and they solved the riddle. Samson was furious. He realized he had been betrayed, and from that moment, his conflict with the Philistines intensified. Samson became a force of chaos against the Philistines. At one point, he caught 300 foxes, tied torches to their tails, and released them into the Philistine fields. Their crops burned. Their economy suffered. The Philistines retaliated, but Samson struck back even harder. Then came one of his most legendary moments. He was surrounded by enemies, unarmed, but he found something on the ground, the jawbone of a donkey. With it, he defeated 1,000 men, one man against an army, and he won. But despite his strength, there was something Samson couldn't conquer: himself. Samson fell in love again. Her name was Delilah. The Philistine rulers saw an opportunity. They approached her secretly. Find out the source of his strength, and we will reward you. So Delilah began to ask Samson, what is the secret of your strength? At first, Samson lied. He gave her false answers, again and again. Each time she tested him. Each time he escaped. But Delilah didn't stop. Day after day she pressured him, until finally Samson gave in. He told her the truth. My strength comes from my hair. It has never been cut, because I am dedicated to God. That night, while he slept, Delilah cut his hair, and in that moment his strength left him. The Philistines attacked. Samson tried to fight back, but this time he was powerless. They captured him, they gouged out his eyes, and they chained him like an animal, the strongest man alive, now blind, broken, humiliated. But something was happening. Slowly, his hair began to grow again. The Philistines gathered for a celebration. They mocked Samson. They brought him out to entertain them. But Samson prayed one final prayer. Lord, remember me. Give me strength, just one more time." He was led to the pillars of the temple. With his hands on the structure, he pushed, harder and harder, and suddenly the entire building collapsed. Samson died that day, but so did thousands of his enemies, and in his death, he fulfilled his purpose.